welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be all about a few items of clothing that you need in your wardrobe if you are adopting a fit lifestyle. Let's say you've decided that you're going to start your fitness journey and you're like, hey, I need to do some shopping. I'm here to tell you what you need to buy. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please be sure to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button, share this video with your friends and family, do all those wonderful things. And without further ado, let's get into this video. Alright, so for all my women, okay, first of all, this video is going to be about women because I only have women's clothes, but if you're a guy and you want to watch it anyway, go ahead. Alright, so the first thing that you need to invest in is a good quality sports bra. For all my girls out there, it's so important that you have your girls secured in place while you're working out. You don't want to be wearing something that's not supportive. You don't want to be wearing your wired bra to the gym. That's a big no-no. So please go ahead and invest in a good quality sports bra. Now, depending on how heavy you are up top, you might want to invest in like a low support sports bra or a high support one, depending on your needs as well. So if you're someone who is just working out at the gym, you're doing slow, steady, controlled weightlifting, then you might not necessarily need a high impact sports bra for that activity. But if you are someone who's into running, sprinting, all these things, or you're jumping around, you're doing HIIT, you're doing Zumba, in that case, I would definitely say invest in something that's high impact. Alright, so I'm going to quickly start by showing you all some of the sports bras that I own, and just to give you all an idea of the different types that are available out there and which can be used for what kind of event. Alright, so the first sports bra I want to talk about is a low impact one. This is how it looks like. So it's got a nice scoop neck. It's not super low, so you can't it's not uncomfortable for me, but it's quite low. The band sits perfectly right underneath over here, so it's quite secure that way, and the back looks like this. Right, so it's a very pretty back over here. Overall, the sports bra looks great when you wear it, but is this something that I would recommend you all to wear while you're jumping around doing high intensity stuff? No, this is perfect for like a weightlifting session, an ab session, something where you aren't really jumping about. Alright, so the next one that I want to talk to you all about is a high impact sports bra, and this is the one that I have. This is what it looks like. It's got this beautiful foil over here, and this is the back. Now you're probably wondering how this is high impact. Now the thing is, first of all, the straps on this one is a lot thicker. Alright, so they don't really dig in to my shoulders, which is great. And overall the fit, like this part over here, keeps me held in really well. It's just got that really snug fit, So and even with the open back at the back, this is actually for ventilation. Obviously you're going to be sweating so much. This is just to keep you cool. And even with this open back, it's still very secure, as you can see overall, which is why it holds me in super well. So you should definitely get something like this. I feel like every woman needs to invest in a high impact sports bra. I know that these things are a bit expensive, but trust me, you don't really need so many. You can just invest in one like high impact, one low impact, and you're pretty much good to go. The next type of sports bras I want to talk to you all about is something that is becoming more and more popular over time, that is long line sports bras. Alright, so let me give you all an example of a very cute long line sports bra that I have. Alright, so this is a long line sports bra that I own. As you can see, the band underneath is huge. I think this is about 3 or 4 inches. So this is what it looks like from the front, and this is also a very high neck over here. So I feel like this particular sports bra is perfect for everyone, whether you're really heavy up top or light. It comes up to over here, so I have no fear of spillage at all. If you're doing bent over rows at the gym and you're just afraid of showing too much, this kind of bra with a high neckline is going to be super useful for that. And even the fact that it's long line, it can actually double as a crop top for you, so that's always a plus. Alright, so the second clothing item I want to talk to you about is tops at the gym. Okay, so say you're not comfortable with just wearing a long line sports bra, or your gym doesn't allow it, it's always great to have a very lightweight sweat absorbent top to throw on. This could be a tank top, or based on your comfort level, it could even be a t-shirt, okay? But one thing that you want to keep in mind when you're investing in any sort of top that you're going to wear to the gym is to make sure that it's very lightweight, it's very sweat absorbent, and it dries off very quickly. So you don't want it holding you down, especially if you're somebody who sweats a lot. So I personally really like wearing tank tops. I feel like if you are training, say, upper body at the gym, it helps you sort of see what's moving. I really like it. Anyway, so this is a tank top that I have. It's nice, and so it's not like super loose, but it's not super sticky and fitted as well. So it rests really nicely on my body. I find it very comfortable. It's got a nice racer back at the back, and this is why it's so breathable. I never feel super hot and congested in this. So highly suggest go ahead and get tank tops. These are actually not expensive at all. The sports bras are more of an investment than the tops themselves, so definitely recommend getting a couple of tank tops or t-shirts. Alright, so coming to leggings, there are actually two different types of materials I want to talk about. One is going to be your performance material, which is very sleek, very cool to the touch, almost very thin, that kind of fabric. And the second one is going to be like a buttery, soft, skin-like feeling kind of fabric. So I really believe that you need to have both types in your wardrobe so that you can use it for different events, right? So I personally, if I am doing something like sprints, I'm going to be reaching out for my performance leggings, versus if I'm just lifting at the gym or even lounging around at home, I'm going to reach out for the buttery, soft, almost skin-like feel fabric. Alright, now the next thing I want to say is, if you find leggings with pockets in them, 100% go ahead and invest in that, because I really feel like that's super useful if you are someone who carries around, say, a card, or even to keep your phone. If you don't have wireless earphones, you can put your phone in there, have your earphones on without having to stuff it in the waistband of your leggings. That becomes very annoying. Always make sure your leggings are squat proof. Please, ladies, this is non-negotiable. Like, you need to check that 100%. What do I mean by squat proof? I mean, wear them when you're in the trial room. Wear them, turn around, look at yourself in the mirror, and squat. Like, sit all the way down and see whether the fabric stretches out and reveals the skin underneath, or reveals the undergarments underneath. You don't want to be flashing at the gym at all. That's not a pretty sight. Alright, so always make sure that your leggings are squat proof. Alright, so this is a pair of leggings that I own. It's high waisted, and it's 7/8 length, which is amazing for me because I am tiny. So if I were to go out there and purchase leggings like this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wear it. This is the back part of the leggings, by the way, and let's just stretch that out. Okay, so stretching it all the way out, you can see the outline of my knuckles, but you cannot see the skin. So that is a good thing. So this is what I mean by squat proof. You want to make sure that there's no skin showing through at all, or it's going to be a little bit embarrassing. The next thing I want to talk to you all about is a good pair of joggers. On those days where you just don't want to wear leggings, you don't want to like stretch. Okay, leggings are hard to wear. Okay, you really have to wiggle into it. Once they're on, they're on. But some days you just don't feel like it. Let's say you're bloated, you're just feeling a little uneasy, you don't want tight leggings on you. That's when the joggers come in handy, right? If you are planning on wearing your joggers to the gym, you want to make sure that there is a certain amount of elasticity in it. It isn't just lounge joggers. So these days for women, you actually get joggers that pretty much fit like leggings, just a little bit looser and have a little more stretch to it. So this is the pair of joggers that I own, and the thing I love about them is it's very high waisted, and it's got this nice waistband over here that cinches in the waist very nicely without making me feel like I cannot breathe. So that's very comfortable. It's got a nice cuff at the end over here, so super useful for someone who's short like me. This is something that I always look out for, so if you are also on the shorter side, you might want to check this. I feel like another advantage of joggers is that they just naturally come with pockets, so it's so convenient to store anything, your keys, your phone, your headphones, whatever it is. The next thing I want to talk to you all about is a pair of running shorts. The running shorts are super important to have in your wardrobe, especially if you're somebody who enjoys cardio, you like going out for a run. I wouldn't recommend going out running in your leggings unless that's what you prefer. Shorts are just so breathable, so easy, they move with you. So definitely go and invest in a good pair of shorts. The next item I want to talk to you about is a good jacket. Okay, now even when it comes to a jacket that you wear to the gym, you want to make sure that it's not too thick. So I generally like to go for very thin jackets that I can just sort of throw on, zip up. So I go to the gym, I wear that jacket until my body warms up and then I take it off. I've seen a lot of people do cardio wearing a hoodie thinking it's going to make me sweat more, which means it's going to burn more fat. We all know by this point that that's a huge myth, a huge misconception. It's just going to cause overheating of your body, nothing else. So definitely go out and invest in a good quality, very thin, very light, nice jacket. So you're not going to buy those many jackets anyway, so might as well go ahead and invest in a good quality one. Now coming to the last part of this video, I want to talk about undergarments. And I feel like when you're at the gym and you're wearing leggings, all my ladies, please understand that leggings literally stick to your body, so the undergarments you wear underneath the leggings are definitely going to show if you're not wearing the right ones. So a lot of people wear, you know, their normal underwear and then you can end up seeing lines, which becomes very embarrassing for them as well. But if you don't care about that, then totally skip this part, it doesn't matter. But if you are someone who does care about it, then hear me out. If you are wearing leggings or shorts that are just, you know, tight fitted, then you might want to go ahead and invest in either thongs, but I know that thongs aren't comfortable for everybody. So if you're not comfortable with thongs, please look up for seamless underwear and go ahead and get that. This is going to be an investment that you're not going to regret ever. You're going to get so much use out of it. So when you wear a thong, obviously there's no lines at all to show, and that becomes like a complete, like it's all going to be smooth. There's not going to be any lines over there. If you're wearing seamless underwear, sometimes even that can show through a little bit, but still it's a very good alternative to, you know, getting to wearing normal underwear with seams in it. Also, if you are wearing light colored leggings, please don't wear a hot pink undergarment under that, because even if a company manages to make a light colored legging squat proof, please don't sort of take that to its limit. I would definitely recommend investing in a pair of nude colored underwear, because that is never going to show through. So whenever you're wearing light colored leggings, please be sure you take this into account as well. Alright guys, so that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Anyway, if this video helped you, then please take a minute and give my video a thumbs up. It really helps me out. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button, share this with your friends and family. I would really appreciate that. And until next time, I will see you in the next video. Bye!